Imagine you're a landlord. A tenant's guest slips on an icy walkway outside your rental property. Now there are medical bills, lawyers get involved, and suddenly you're being sued. How does someone avoid financial disaster in a situation like this? Today, we are breaking down 3 important protections everyone needs to be familiar with: liability insurance, casualty insurance, and an umbrella policy. Of course, there are many more, but these are the 3 that pop up again and again on the real estate salesperson's exams. Now, I know insurance topics can be a little boring, but please pay attention. This is not only for the real estate exam. Not knowing this could cost you thousands and thousands of dollars if you're not familiar with them in the real world. And honestly, once you understand them, they actually make a lot of sense. And the sense of security they give you is unmatched. Make sure to stick around until the end, when we test our knowledge with a few Q&A questions. By the way, I'm Toni, a licensed real estate instructor. I've been teaching the real estate course for 11 years and know what pops up on the state exams. If you are serious about passing the exams, you don't want to miss this. Let's begin with liability insurance. Let's say you own a rental property. A loose handrail breaks. A tenant falls down the stairs. Medical bills pile up. If a court decides you were negligent, meaning you failed to maintain safe conditions, you could be legally responsible. That's what liability insurance helps cover: medical expenses, legal defense costs, settlements, or court judgments. And here's why it matters in real estate. Property owners constantly face liability exposure. Examples include slip and fall accidents, poor maintenance, falling ice or debris, unsafe common areas. Now let's move on to casualty insurance. It's not uncommon for people to get liability and casualty insurance confused. They can overlap, but they are not the same. Think about situations like vandalism at a vacant property, theft of building materials from a construction site, damage caused by accidents or criminal activity. Let's imagine a vacant listing you're managing gets vandalized, windows smashed, copper pipes stolen. That's not normal wear and tear. That's an unexpected harmful loss. Casualty insurance helps address losses tied to accidents or harmful incidents. Let's now move on to an umbrella policy. An umbrella policy provides additional coverage for things that may not be covered with other policies. Let me give you an example. Let's say you own a home and you also have a dog. One day your dog bites a delivery driver on your property. The driver sues you, and the total claim ends up being $800,000 for medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Your homeowner's insurance has personal liability coverage, but let's say your limit is $300,000. That means your homeowner's policy would pay the first $300,000, but what about the remaining $500,000? This is where an umbrella policy steps in. An umbrella policy provides additional liability coverage above your existing policy limits. So after your homeowner's insurance pays its maximum amount, your umbrella policy can cover the remaining balance, up to its own limit. Without the umbrella policy, you could be personally responsible for that extra $500,000. Think of it like this: regular insurance is your first shield. Umbrella insurance is your backup shield protecting everything else. Let's do a recap. Liability insurance: you are legally responsible for injury or damage. Casualty insurance: unexpected harmful events like theft or vandalism. Umbrella policy: extra liability protection when regular policies reach their limit. Up next, our quiz, which will absolutely help solidify what we just learned to help us pass our real estate exams. Question number 1. Liability insurance primarily protects against A. Market fluctuations, B. Legal responsibility for injury or damage, C. Property taxes, D. Title defects. The answer is B. Legal responsibility for injury or damage. Question number 2. Casualty insurance often covers A. Routine maintenance, B. Theft or vandalism losses, C. Mortgage payments, D. Property appreciation. The answer is B. Theft or vandalism losses. Question number 3. An umbrella policy provides A. Additional liability coverage above existing policies, B. Flood coverage only, C. Title protection, D. Tax deductions. The answer is A. Additional liability coverage above existing policies. Question number 4. Umbrella policies are especially useful for A. Renters only, B. Appraisers only, C. Cash buyers only, D. Landlords and investors with exposure to lawsuits. The answer is D. Landlords and investors with exposure to lawsuits. Question number 5. Slip and fall injuries at a property involve A. Liability exposure, B. Title insurance, C. Mortgage insurance, D. Zoning law. The answer is A. Liability exposure. Question number 6. Casualty insurance generally protects against losses caused by A. Property maintenance, B. Rising property taxes, C. Events such as theft and vandalism, D. Changes in market value. The answer is C. Events such as theft and vandalism. Question number 7. An investor owns several rental properties and wants protection in case a lawsuit exceeds the limits of their existing liability insurance policies. Which type of policy would provide additional coverage? A. Casualty policy, B. Surety bond, C. Umbrella policy, D. Property insurance. The answer is C. Umbrella policy. Question number 8. A property owner carries liability insurance on a rental building. Which of the following situations would most likely be covered under this policy? A. The building's roof is damaged during a windstorm. B. A tenant's personal furniture is damaged in a fire. C. A visitor slips on a poorly maintained walkway and suffers injuries. D. The market value of the property decreases. The answer is C. A visitor slips on a poorly maintained walkway and suffers injuries. Question number 9. Which of the following losses would most likely fall under casualty insurance coverage? A. A tenant stops paying rent. B. A vacant property is vandalized and windows are broken. C. A homeowner decides to remodel the kitchen. D. Property taxes increase unexpectedly. The answer is B. A vacant property is vandalized and windows are broken. Question 10. A landlord carries liability insurance with a $300,000 coverage limit. A lawsuit related to an injury on the property results in damages of $700,000. If the landlord also has an umbrella policy, what is its primary purpose? A. To replace the original liability policy. B. To provide additional liability coverage above the existing policy limit. C. To cover property damage to the building itself. D. To eliminate the need for liability insurance. The answer is B. To provide additional liability coverage above the existing policy limit. That's the lesson for today. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.